Sup, Cam fan? I'm Hot Rod from BroTatoChips Productions. Of course, while our dream is to someday be able to make Let's Play videos on this couch with these consoles, we first, hopefully, have decided to record some other videos of things we were a part of. Specifically, my after-school, I guess after-school would not quite qualify, my weekly D&D meetup session that runs, we play for about 7 or 8 hours every Friday evening. I plan on uploading 1 to 2 of these videos a day due to our content schedule, and since we actually got access to a good camera. These videos, I will admit, we have a good amount of homebrew, and for the most part, just try to think about something else whenever the rules are here and we're playing here. A few of our major homebrew rules that are going to probably come into effect is, for the most part, spellcasters, if it's on your spell list and within your level, unless you're a sorcerer or like a bard, meaning if you have, say, a cleric, you prepare, your god says you can have these. Or a wizard, you have the spell book, you can read it while you're casting it. So the prepared spells ahead of time, that's only if you don't have access to that medium. So if a wizard loses his spell book, he can only use the spells he prepared ahead of time because he has memorized them for the day. A sorcerer, memorizes his spells permanently, or refreshes or changes them around for the day. And then our bards, well, I don't play bards, so I don't really know. A couple other things. I DM 1 week, and then we have a secondary DM. For now, I'll call him Mr. Lion. Mr. Lion is our secondary DM. When he DMs, I play, and I'm a melee main. I prefer to play melee characters, and I've been playing a lot of spellcasters, and so that's what you'll see our first videos as. But I want to make this very detailed very quickly. My campaign is as close to vanilla as I can get. His campaign is pretty much the opposite. My campaign, we go by vanilla rules outside of what we had stat mins and maxes on top of our rolls. So we took the traditional 3d6 style and then arranged where you want. But instead of 3d6, we counted the first 2d6s as a 6 and a 4. So your last d6, the maximum stat is 16 and the minimum stat is 11. The only way to get an 18 is with a racial bonus. There you have it. Of course, if you wear an enchanted item, it'd be above that. Adam's campaign has another system in it. Mr. Lion's campaign contains a level adjustment system based on Pathfinder. And by the way, we're playing 3.5E. His Pathfinder system that he adopted was spellcasters in tier 1s, I think 1 and 2s on the tier system, have the slow progression. Tiers 3 and 4 have the medium progression, and tiers 5 and below have the fast progression. Meaning a wizard levels up to like level 10 when the fighter levels up to level 20. And the, let's say, I think it's, I don't even know what's in the mid-range. Let's just go with, shoot, I don't know enough classes. I know like a lot of tier 1s and a lot of like low tier, like garbage melee classes, like martials and stuff. Either way, that's the gist of it. The playlist before you, we have many players, and I'm sure each of them will detail themselves in time. And you'll get to know one of them, and me, of course, in our playstyles. I will admit I'm a very aggressive player, and we have another aggressive player, and we usually, butt heads. The same thing is true with Mr. Lyons, our secondary DM. He is an aggressive player, and he'll butt heads with that same other third-party player. Anyway, enjoy the playlist. Now, how in the world am I going to edit that?